Hey, I'm Mark from Goodfire, and today I'm going to be walking through our new Paint with Ember application. Paint with Ember lets you generate images in real time by painting on a canvas that plugs directly into the brain of an AI image model. Let's get started. I'm going to begin by clearing the canvas so that we can start from a totally blank slate. The sidebar here is our palette of concepts that we can paint with. Let's pick the pyramid structure, which is one of the concepts that the AI image model has learned, and we can add this to our canvas. As I paint on the canvas, I can see the image on the side generating exactly what I've painted. I'm going to add in an ocean wave coming in from the side, crashing in over our pyramid here. Using the drag tool, I can rearrange all the different concepts that I've painted with. I can move my pyramid around, I can move the ocean wave, and using the eraser tool, I can also erase anything I've drawn. So I'm going to get rid of the pyramid, and I'm going to add in a lion face. There are lots of different concepts you can paint with, from different objects, dragons, crowds of people. There are also concepts that tell the different objects what they should do. So I can paint this opening mouth concept on top of our lion, and we see it bares its teeth and roars. Now, in the concepts palette, I can also use this strength slider to adjust the strength of different concepts. So if I turn down the concept for the lion opening its mouth, it opens its mouth less and less. If I set it to 0, its mouth isn't open at all. If I turn it all the way up, the lion is really roaring. I'm going to leave it at the default value for now. I can also click into a given concept, like the lion face here, to see the different features that the AI has learned that make up this concept. So what goes into our lion face? It's a bunch of different features that the image model has learned. And I can adjust each of these features to change the concepts that we've painted with. So wherever I've painted this lion face, I can now smoothly adjust and say I actually want it to be less like a lion, so I can turn this feature down. And maybe I want to make it more like this other animal creature that the model has learned, and I can turn that one up. And now our lion has become this sort of more mousy creature over here. Using the style selector, I can also change the style of the image that we've generated. So I can turn this from a realistic image into maybe a 3D render, or I can change it into a technical blueprint drawing, or even this cool metallic chrome effect. There are lots of different styles to choose from. Let's go back to our original image, and let's clear the canvas again. So there are a lot of different concepts that we think you'll enjoy playing with. If I go back to my concept palette here, you can paint with eyeballs. You can paint with rose blossoms, or a suit and tie. I can even have my rose blossom wear a suit and tie. But if our set of concepts on the side here isn't enough, you can also generate your own concepts. So let's clear the canvas one more time, and I'll show how you can add your own concepts. So up in the corner here, there's an add button. To add a concept, what you do is you generate a scene totally from scratch using a prompt. So I can say, galloping horse in a field. And then I'm going to set the number of concepts that I want to extract from the scene that gets generated. So I'm going to set that to 4. And now what we're going to do is we're going to have the image model generate the scene I've described, and then using a combination of sort of doing a brain scan on the model and also using some clustering, we can see the different elements of this scene, which we can then have an AI assign labels to. So for this scene here, we've said that we want to extract 4 different concepts, and we can see what those are. There's the horse body, the grassy field, the background, and the legs in a galloping motion. So I'm interested in painting with the body and the galloping legs, so let's add those to the concept palette. And we can see that those are now up here. So if I select our horse body and paint that in, we can see the horse appearing. And I'm also going to add some of this galloping motion so that our horse starts to gallop. And we can see that the image model is used to putting a rider on top of horses when it's used to drawing horses, but let's see if we can add some more context to the scene to show that we actually just want this to be a horse without a rider. So I want this to be a flying horse. I'm going to paint a bunch of different, I'm going to paint with the sky element all around our horse to set that as the context. And as we paint this in, we can see the horse is becoming more and more like a flying horse in the sky. Great. Let's move its legs up a little bit. And add this guy down here as well. Perfect. So now we've got our galloping sky horse. Now I actually want this horse to be more like a Pegasus. So I'm going to clear out some space over here and use another one of our concepts. I'm going to use the dragon wings concept to draw in a big wing right there. Great. And then I want it to have two wings, so I'm going to clear out some more space and see if I can paint another wing kind of coming off here. Great, and we can see that second wing coming in behind the first one. That looks pretty good. Although I'd like to click into the dragon wing concept and make it a little bit more like angel feathery wings. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. So now we've got our flying Pegasus. What else can we do? Let's clear out some room around its head. And if we explore some of the other concepts, how about we add some antlers? If I erase the sky and add some antlers and paint back some of the horse head. Now we can see, maybe I'll turn up the antler strength a little bit. Now we can see the antlers coming in. Now we're having the model generate a realistic image of a flying horse with antlers, which it probably hasn't seen too many of, so we can also adjust the style. And there's our flying horse with antlers. Let's clean this up a little bit. Maybe make it a bit of a wider body. That looks a little bit more natural. Lastly, let's erase the antlers. And instead, let's give our horse a nice crown. And we'll turn up the strength a little bit. And we'll rearrange a little bit. And now we see our flying Pegasus with a crown. Once again, we can adjust the different styles to see different versions of our horse. And let's finish on maybe a medieval manuscript of our flying crowned Pegasus. That looks pretty good. I'm going to save the image. That can go up on the refrigerator back at home. Perfect. So that's it for this quick demo of Paint with Ember. We hope you'll give it a try. We've had a lot of fun playing with it. I think it shows what's possible when you can use AI interpretability techniques to interact with models in cool ways and really plug into their brains more directly. I'm used to working with image models through prompts, but I find the canvas to be a really fun interface. For more technical details on Paint with Ember, please see our accompanying blog post, and I'm really excited to see what you paint with Ember.